Sorry, but most of those guys that patrol your towns and work in your towns with their little chief's test, they never even took the test, man. They just paid about $25,000-$30,000 through Passaic and Morris County academies, and they bought their badges through organized crime and corrupt politicians. So to be honest with you, boy, take like a example, perfect example of that. One of my favorite undercover cases. We'll take Bloomingdale Police Chief Joseph Burrell, a.k.a. Bloomingdale Police Department, where they kill their own police officers to cover up stolen pounds of heroin, of cocaine. They break into their own evidence room, and they kill their own officer and blame it on a hunting accident when it was a planned hit. 127, Richie. Chiefs test up your ass. And anybody in Jersey who's got something to say about it, come see me, because I'm coming to see y'all real soon. Is he just saying that he don't do everything he did here tonight? Wow.
Once in a while, I do, but 90% of the time, I ain't even beat. And I'm able to carry all around the world. Yeah, I know. You guys here in New Jersey, y'all run a good type program, man. I know some of the guys that work with you, your co-workers that ride bikes. You know, I don't want to say no name of them, but they use this call. I know a few of them. Oh, yeah? Okay. Yeah, a lot of my friends I know ride and stuff. Yeah? I mean, you got good and bad people everywhere, every department, you know, but to each his own. Nobody's perfect, and everybody, you know, was brought up different. And, you know, it is what it is, man. But, alright, man, let me finish up over here. I was listening to you guys have some fun, so I wanted to wave the hand. So, CK 314, 427, Big Man, whoever else is out there, 192 is 10-7. Therefore, 73, 214 Wade. I'm on one up in Harlem. We over here laughing at this shit, you know. I've been waiting for them to run into a real motherfucker out here. Come on, Richie, you can have the radio now. CK, have a good night, man. Take care of yourself. 192 Raven, and I'm 10-7. And 192. Therefore, 4314. And 192. Yeah. You got 911, wait.
Hey, no disrespect, 314. You want to be me, rent the cop? I take the radio when I want it. I'm back in my real cop computer room.
Shit, you wait for us to finish talking, man. He took notes. Watergate. Hold on a minute. What did you say to him, Richie?
He said I could have the radio back. I told him, I said, excuse me, Mr. 314, wanna-be rent-a-cop, or should I say wanna-be me, real rent-a-cop. I'm a real cop. I'm going back to my real cop computer in the back, and yes, sir, I did get a Watergate on it all. But anyway, you guys have a good night. 127, Richie, a.k.a. soon to be back in Chester Borough. That's at the intersection of 206 and 513, for those who don't know me. But anyway, y'all have a good one. And yeah, in the state of New Jersey, it's a Chiefs test. But where I started my career in the state of New York, it's all different. And what I took up there in Quantico, that's different too. And what I took over there for the CIA, that was different too. But anyway, y'all stick to your Chiefs test. I run circles around it. Always did, always will. And guess what? That's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I did mine as a rookie back in the early 70s. I gotta go.
You was a rookie on the early 70s? Man, what do you got? Fucking 40-some years in the department.
I got about 32 years on the job. And I got another 16 years left of appointment to go, so I really don't care. I'm sorry. Make that mid to late 70s. My bad. It was 1977 when I got my appointment and took all the tests. It was one of the last things President Ford did. President Ford insisted that even though I got creds for these agencies, he wants to make sure I take all those written tests. And while I take all those written tests, I had to take about 9 extra special ones for mental evaluation. Because I was the youngest rookie in NYPD history to date. I'll be back.
40 years on the job. 40 years on the motherfucking job.
40 years. He got 40 years. Right on. He must be an appointed guy. Because when I got suspended, I had 23 years in on the job, and I said, man, 20-year option seems real good right about now. Wow, 40 years in, huh? Shit. I worked for 23 and I'm suspended for the last 13, and I don't even have 40 in.
Oh, man, you were suspended after 23 years. By the time you got 23 years, you will not even put yourself in any situation where would you be suspended. And if you got suspended 13 years ago, motherfucker, you fired, not suspended.
Well, you see, Mr. Rent-A-Cop, that is very correct in your world, sir, but I do hold a presidential appointment securing all 4 of my police and government badges. Let that be 2 police department ones and 2 other agency badges. The police departments are as follows, sir. NYPD, United States Capitol Police. The agencies are Central Intelligence Agent and Department of Defense, sir. And yes, Mr. Rent-A-Cop, you better believe you get suspended without pay 9 out of 10 times. The next step is you're fired. But guess what? They can't fire me, and I'm not allowed to resign. That's where a presidential appointment comes in. President Bush was very irate over this, and you know, the Chesterboro Police Department laughed hysterically when I laughed at the United States Attorney General John Ashcroft's face when he came in my cover front and told me I was fired. So anyway, Mr. Rent-A-Cop, you do have some knowledge for a Rent-A-Cop, but you have no knowledge of my government, my level, or my interagency situation. Have a good night. I'm going back to the computer. To all my friends out here, hysterical laughing, all the real police officers on the channel, jumping out their chair, high-fiving and saying, Richie, shut the fuck up, stop schooling these little motherfuckers, and just get ready to put half of them 10-11, because you know what time it is. I'll be back, guys.
You fucking liar. Richie, how old is you, Richie? How old are you, Richie?
Well, I'll tell you what, I got video games of you guys saying everything about me, telling everything about me, talking like you know me, you're my friends, you hang out with me, or you're being my customers, you know every place I work for and live, and y'all can't find out how old I am? Use my government name, go on the fucking computer, and let me know when you find that Richard Capuano with the letter V that has all those New Jersey town addresses I gave to you junkie monkeys in front of your face, and answer your own question. I gotta go, guys. I don't support or supply wannabes, and last but not least, I don't associate with Rent-A-Cops unless I'm taking their statement. Bye, bye, bye.
Hey, Andrew, look, Joe Pesci looking like, you know, shut the fuck up. This guy, he's like a RC car, like a remote control motherfucking car. You can't fucking make him do anything and say anything. I knew that if I come over here and start talking about bouncer and security, he will say Rent-A-Cop.
That means I do something you girls utterly do not. I actually pay attention to what is being said. So when it is repeated, it is very correct. Ha 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 ha. Listen to that little bitch laugh over that. Shit. Rent-A-Cop. You're a wannabe.
He said he was appointed in fucking 77. He worked 23 years. Okay. And that's 77 and 23. In 2000, he was suspended. What a crock of shit. He was appointed by the President of the United States, man. I mean, he fucking lied. This fucking midget motherfucker wasn't even tall enough to be allowed to be a cop back then.